Wow, people are fed up, and those poor flight attendants. Cheryl, I go to you first. As a former flight attendant, I mean, we have seen a lot of unruly behavior this year and last.
You know, I saw this video on Christmas Day when it began to circulate among some of my former colleagues, and they all just waved their eyes and their heads away and just said, you know what? Not shocked at all. But I want to point out something. Here she is screaming over this 80-year-old man who, good for him, gave it right back at her. But she didn't have a mask on either. As a former flight attendant, my first question, was alcohol involved? I think we need to ask that question. But the bigger issue here is that this has become the norm in the skies. And it goes back to what the FAA and the airlines have done, really the FAA, and that's basically, you know, take the hammer down on flyers, the 2-year-olds that have to wear a mask now, the rules, the regulations. People are either drinking too much alcohol to get on the plane to deal with the stress, or you've got people coming on board that are just angry. But unfortunately, this is now the norm, and this is the middle of all the cancellations and the sick outs that are because of the flight attendants and pilots that are getting COVID. Kayleigh, I will say to you really quick, I was so glad to read your tweet that you had a good experience with your daughter when you flew, because I was a little nervous about how it was going to go for you and your family. It's just tough up there right now.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
It was so sweet. The flight attendants gave her wings. They were so nice and gracious. Sorry, I have to say that. Thank you, flight attendants.
No, of course. But, you know, Kayleigh, let me bring you back in here because, you know, just last month, 10 passengers were hit with $225,000 in fines for unruly behavior. More than 51,000 reports of unruly passengers. This is a nightmare, Kayleigh, and a vaccine mandate could make it worse. Listen to Dr. Fauci.
If you're talking about requiring vaccination to get on a plane domestically, that is just another one of the requirements that I think is reasonable to consider. When you make vaccination a requirement, that's another incentive to get more people vaccinated. If you want to do that with domestic flights, I think that's something that seriously should be considered.
Kayleigh?
Yeah, that should never be considered. That is a ridiculous statement from Dr. Fauci. But what this boils down to, there's been, what, 5,300 incidents, maybe not all this bad this year alone, up from a few hundred last year. What we need here are, to Cheryl's point, an excellent point, the FAA with these onerous regulations like 2-year-olds wearing masks, that's part of the problem. But also, show a little grace. If you have to wear a mask, wear the mask. Make the job easier for the flight attendant. And don't put a flight attendant in this situation. They're doing their best. They're working hard. We're all stressed because of COVID. Show a little grace to the flight attendants, to your fellow passengers. It'll go a long way, and have calm airways. We already can't take the delays. We can't take brawls in the sky on top of that.
I know. Mercedes, we're at our wits' end here. And I was thinking of this potential vaccine mandate to get on an airplane, and you know, I think of the air quality and the filtration systems in the airplanes. It's pretty strong, and I think of how Omicron is spreading in areas that have such high vaccination rates. So I guess my question to you, Mercedes, is would it really make a difference in keeping the number of infections down?
Well, first, they should stop serving that spiked eggnog. It's just way too strong on the airplanes, okay? But what we see right now is, you know, look, the wording that Dr. Fauci is using right now, where he's saying that it should be a requirement, meaning it should be forced, these vaccines, right? But that would serve as an incentive. Being forced and an incentive do not go hand in hand. And so we have to take into account that many Americans, for one reason or another, they don't feel comfortable getting this vaccine, whether it's a medical exemption, religious exemption. And so they're anticipating, what is the Supreme Court going to do on these vaccine mandates? It's caused an enormous amount of stress for these forced vaccine mandates in private companies, in the healthcare industry. And I got to tell you, my motto for 2021, it's been, the world has gone mad. And we have to get to a point that we allow Americans to make their own personal choices instead of authoritarian governments and private companies telling you this is what you got to do. It's putting so much pressure on these private companies, so much pressure on our workers as well.
And then it blows up in the instance on Delta that we showed, David, when we came into this block, of passengers just going at it, and the flight attendants playing police officers, and they don't want to play that role. Do you think, and I know I'm asking you to speculate a little bit here, but we're talking about the frustration of people, the frustration of flyers. Do you think mental illness had anything to do with that woman who attacked that 80-year-old man, her state?
Well, she certainly was under some type of influence, whether it was a mental condition or an alcoholic or some drug-related influence. We certainly are a long way from the 1965 fly the friendly skies of United Airlines. And as airlines have to cut back on flights because they don't have enough employees, you start seeing the direct impact of why now you have the CDC coming out and saying you don't have to be quarantined for 10 days, you only have to be quarantined for 5 days. There starts becoming a practical reality that if you want private sector businesses or government employees to be able to work, you have to let them go to their jobs.